In 1987, the United Nations defined sustainability as meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Two different models of sustainability that are often used include the three-legged stool model and the nested model. The three-legged stool model suggests that society, the economy, and the environment are separate but equally important and must be balanced like three legs of a stool. In contrast, the nested model implies that economies are inside societies and societies are within the environment. I prefer the nested model because it accurately reflects reality. Environmental systems can function without human economies or societies, but economies and societies cannot exist without functioning environmental systems. This fundamental dependency means that while economic or social systems can collapse independently, environmental collapse inevitably leads to social and economic failure. The collapse of Maya civilization shows how environmental limits can constrain societies and economies. Between 750 to 950 CE, the Maya heartland in the southern lowlands experienced a series of severe droughts, confirmed by lake sediment and cave stalagmite records. As water became scarce, their complex farming systems that supported dense populations of up to 10 million people began to fail. The environmental stress intensified competition for resources, leading to increased warfare between city-states, as shown by archaeological evidence of defensive walls and violent imagery in late-period art. By 950 CE, many major centers were abandoned, political systems collapsed, and population declined by 80 to 90% in core areas. While Maya people and culture survived in other regions, this case demonstrates that even advanced societies with sophisticated agricultural and water management technologies remain fundamentally bounded by environmental constraints. The 2008 global financial crisis illustrates how economic systems can fail without triggering environmental collapse. This crisis originated from purely financial and regulatory factors: unsustainable housing debt, risky speculation in mortgage securities, and inadequate oversight of banking practices. When the housing bubble burst, it triggered economic contraction that spread globally, causing widespread unemployment, foreclosures, and business failures. Yet throughout this severe economic downturn, environmental systems continued functioning normally. Air and water quality didn't deteriorate as a direct result, and natural resources remained available. The recovery that followed demonstrated economic resilience within existing environmental boundaries. This case shows how economies exist as subsystems within both society and the environment, reinforcing the nested model, where economic failures don't necessarily cascade outward to environmental collapse, but environmental failures inevitably impact economies and societies. The concept of urban farming is a prime example of how sustainable practices can transform social environments. By growing food within cities, urban farming reduces the need for transporting fruits and vegetables over long distances, thus cutting emissions. And it fosters community bonds by involving local residents in communal gardens, which can enhance community spirit and provide nutritious options in areas where fresh food is scarce. Sustainability ties closely to three other key ideas in the social and biological space: permaculture, biodiversity, and resource conservation. Permaculture emphasizes creating agricultural systems modeled after natural ecosystems, aiming to support biodiversity and social resilience. Respecting biodiversity is essential, as it ensures ecosystem resilience, which is crucial for human survival. Finally, using resources wisely, both at an institutional level, like optimizing corporate supply chains, and at an individual level, like shifting away from single-use plastics, encourages a culture of conservation.